which right-handed defenseman would you want to see Joseph play with this season if he makes the team out of camp?
Out of camp? Probably John Marino.
Mm-hmm.
Give him his chance. I wrote a whole thing on why he should get a raise. I think he technically did. I don't remember the numbers.
He did. A small raise.
Technically got a raise. I absolutely think he should be in the NHL lineups and second line with John Marino just to give him some ice time and get him some work. I think Marino or Ruhwedel will make the most sense because I'm assuming Ruhwedel is going to end up being the third line right again. Nothing wrong with that. So I just think John Marino makes a ton of sense because I don't want him on the first line yet.
No.
Still too young. I also don't want Mike Matheson on that first line yet. I don't. I don't. I'm at the point of shipping off both Dumoulin and Pedersen and finding someone else to go in there if we can.
Finding somebody else as a top pairing left-handed defenseman?
Yeah, I know. Things just got really hard all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's complicated.
You ship out $8 million on top of the 4 we already have. Well, suddenly you got $12 million to work with.
Yeah, but the bigger need is on the forward side. If you're shipping out a defenseman, it is in order to bring back a bottom 6 forward that is actually pretty good.
Yeah, and then maybe that's part of one of the deals. So maybe it's not $12 million. Maybe now it's around, I don't know, 6. Maybe a little more, 7. You could find a left-handed defenseman for $7 million out there. I mean, Letang's only making 6.
That's cutting off your nose to spite your face, though. You're setting out 2 defensemen at that point that are plus $4 million, and that's the problem we've all been talking about. And you're bringing in somebody more expensive.
Yeah, if it means they're a better player.
I mean, that's a large gap right there that you're taking. But in my opinion, to answer the question, I would like to see him with John Marino. I would like to see P.O. Joseph become a steady top 4 defenseman this year. I don't know if that's going to happen right away, though. I mean, I know that everybody's very excited for P.O. Joseph. Everybody wants him to pan out because he's a really great guy. He's fantastic on and off the ice. But I don't know if his skill level is quite there yet to where I think he will be a consistent top 4 defenseman throughout the majority of the season. Maybe by the end of the year, he's progressed to that point. But I think it's a really good spot for him if you can deploy him on the third pairing with Chad Ruhwedel, simply because Ruhwedel has proven over the years, and especially last season, which was the first year that he was able to become a full-time player, that he's very consistent and he's very steady as a defensive force for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's not going to go out there and be top 4 anytime soon, but he's a great third pairing right shot defenseman. And for somebody like P.O. Joseph, who's going to come up and want to move the puck, he's going to want to be involved in the offense, to have that guy there, that stable presence in Chad Ruhwedel, and to also be sheltered a little bit with the minutes and with the matchups, I think that's the perfect spot for P.O. Joseph. I'd love to see him and Marino. That would be an electric factory defensive pairing. But I think the best spot for Joseph, if he makes it to the NHL roster right away, is to play with Chad Ruhwedel.